welcome back to another video on the channel today. We're back with another video at the same track we were doing for the Actual Vision weekly time trial. And the main reason for this is because someone found out that this car was you needed to change it off the automatic by weather selection on the tyres. So I have been doing my setup based on the hard tyres, and it is the wrong way to go, obviously, because soft tyres, this car with soft tyres is a lot easier to drive, and it explains why I didn't like this car and where I was going wrong. I obviously built the setup around the hard tyres, not knowing that, because I presumed that automatic by weather would put the soft tyres on in these conditions. But that's not the case. It looks like it just puts hard tyres on pretty much every car, so make sure you're checking that out. You know, in any other races you're doing, always check the tyre selection that it's putting on. I know with GT3 a lot of the time the hard tyres are the more competitive tyre. That's what I've always found. I've preferred the hard tyres in all my time trial runs, but for this car it wasn't the case. It is a lot better with the soft tyres. And also someone had took a setup from someone else and done an okay lap with the soft tyres, so I took their setup that was altered and then altered it even more to make it a little bit more stable. It was a little bit loose and really hard to control through the last sector, so we made changes to their setup. So it was like 3 people doing one setup, and it actually really does, for me it handles a lot better now. So we're going to go through the guide of the track. You're going to see the difference in grip levels now, and the speed we can carry through the corners. We added a little bit more aero to the rear from the setup that we took as well. That was one area where it was a little bit loose, so I just put more aero on, because the aero didn't seem to affect the overall speed that much. So going into turn 1, you're going to instantly see the more grip we get through the corner. We can brake a lot later and also hold the tight line and then get on the power, and even running wide they can just see the extra traction we got. Accelerating now down the hill, we're going to just throw it into this left hand corner just smoothly, and you can see there not too much input in the steering wheel, down to 4th gear, and just look at the grip through there now compared to the previous lap when we were on the hard tyres. And then working our way up to the top of the hill, we're going to downshift to 3rd gear, try and get it over to the left hand side. You can see the line we got was much better than when we were on the hard tyres, because we've got that extra grip. We had a little bit oversteer, lost quite a bit of time on that exit there, but we got away with it, going through to this corner, keeping it in 3rd gear. Just look at the extra grip we've got there. Now we can pretty much keep it flat down once we put the throttle down, and then accelerating into the really fast chicane. This is where we gained a lot of time as well. Down into 3rd gear, attack the first part of the curb, and then we can attack the second part now and just keep the power down. And even though it loses a bit on the rear, it bites back down and settles itself down. Then down into the braking zone, down into 2nd gear, tight line into this corner. We got a little bit of a loose rear end as we got on the power, but got away with it again because the soft tyres are saving us. Then going into the next braking zone, braking pretty much just before that board on the right hand side, down into 2nd gear. Just be careful and patient before putting that throttle down. On the throttle, out of the corner nicely. So there was a few errors on the lap, but probably a 20.5 would be the ultimate lap, I think, pretty much what you could get down to with this setup. But I was reasonably happy with it. So you can see there, we put ourselves top, and we were actually, I think, driver R1 did a lap, and he was a 20.880 or something like that. So it was within a tenth of his lap, so we know we were close to the speed there. So looking at the tyre pressures, you did need, they were lowered down from my setup, and also the brake pressure was raised, and the brake bias slightly changed from my setup. Obviously you've got more grip, so it's just about giving the car more turning now, because the rear's more stable, and we put maximum on the front aero. It was a big massive difference through doing that. Also you can see there they've gone a lot lower on the camber angles. They were actually on 1 point something. I upped them a bit because I wanted more traction through the corners, so I could carry more speed, and I added a bit of rear toe. And the big difference, which I think really did help the setup out, was taking all the bump stop off from this car. It really does make a difference with that car. It just increases the handling of the car by a lot. Engine braking was on 3. I do normally run it higher, but with the extra grip on the car, it wasn't losing the rear end at all. So with 3, it actually felt really reasonably nice. You can see there we did make some slight alterations as well. Their preload was very low from their setup. I upped that to 100, just so you've got more confidence on getting on the power. You can just nail that throttle coming out the corners, and it will grip. It just gives you more support through the corners. So in terms of a race setup, this should be a lot better than the setup we had before, and obviously a lot of other time trial setups. So hope you enjoyed that little lap. Just wanted to update you guys. I don't want to leave you out the loop. You know, if there's something I found or other people have found, I'll let everyone know on my channel so that they can take advantage of that as well. It's probably something that a lot of people already knew, but I just presumed that the automatic by weather would have put the soft tyres on. But hey, you know, logic isn't always the best way to think with these games. So it was definitely the soft tyres, obviously, and is what I would have put on, but I didn't think of checking it. But as you can see there, a lot of time to gain. I think it was 1.4 seconds over the lap with the hard tyres, and obviously the setup was much better. I think the setup was way better. I think we could have got into the 21s with the hard tyres with this setup. So be interesting to maybe put the hard tyres on at some point and just do a comparison between the two tyres. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this little update of the video. Let me know how you feel the setup is when you try it. I think it's a much better setup. The car is actually more enjoyable to drive now. So thanks again for watching. We're going to be back with more videos, GT Sport, Assetto Corsa and Project Cars 2, and thanks again for watching. See you soon.